What's up, guys? NepentheZ here, and welcome back to episode number 1 of the Draft to Glory. We, of course, have already had a couple of drafts up on the channel so far this year. My first draft and icons are in draft, but today is the start of one of my favorite series and one of your favorite series on the channel, and that is Draft to Glory. So what is different about Draft to Glory? Well, we do it on the Road to Glory account to utilize the coins the best we can, and the main aim is to make as many coins as possible through the draft through just playing it. So we've got 15k to enter, of course. That leaves me with 5k coins. 4-1-2-1-2 is nice. There's a lot of good formations right now. I actually don't mind the 4-4-2 flat. 4-3-3s I think are going to be strong this year, but I've been playing with the 4-1-2-1-2 online, so I'm going to try this one out. We're going to start off, I can't turn down Cristiano Ronaldo. Let me just make sure I don't accidentally pick JJ Okocha there. Cristiano Ronaldo coming in to start with is fantastic, and I've seen a lot of Pelés in people's drafts as well. So, Suarez would be really nice. 4-star weak foot, 6 foot tall, brilliant stats. A little bit slow. Lacazette would be really nice. Really, really good stats again. Dribbling and shooting specifically. Pace not too bad. Sniper chem style as well. But Griezmann with a hunter can also play in at that cam role. I think it's going to have to be him that goes into that striker spot. And I'm hoping we get Pelé, because then Ronaldo and Griezmann could just be on the chem that they need to be on. And we don't get Pelé. We don't actually get anyone that can link to anyone in this squad. Well, I mean, we could take Rodriguez and Isco, but I just don't want them. Rodriguez got great stats other than physical and pace. Isco's got really nice passing and dribbling, but terrible physical and not the greatest pace. I'm going to take De Bruyne. And we're going to just see what we can get out of these next few picks. So Leon Goretzka with the shadow is big. Lo Celso is not bad either. Defending and passing boost. Defending's a bit irrelevant. Passing's quite nice. He's got good stats outside of that as well, and obviously soft link to De Bruyne. That Goretzka might be I might regret not taking Goretzka here, but I'm going to take Lo Celso just so we can at least get some chemistry. And of course, guys, if you are enjoying the content, drop a thumbs up on the video. We will take De Jong. We will swap those two around. That's a big chemistry boost for Griezmann. Lo Celso and De Bruyne in there as well. If we could get some more of the icons, guys, it would be really, really nice for this. Kante is quite nice as well. Kante is very nice, in fact. That's a strong midfield and attack. As long as EA don't screw me here. Give me Jordi Alba. Let's just finish off that left-hand side. We didn't quite get it. Didn't really get anyone that good here. I'm going to take Alberto Moreno, the Spanish left-back. Links to De Jong. Not too bad. In at our first centre-back spot. They are screwing me, aren't they? All I asked for was to not be screwed. I almost want to take Marcano. Marcano links to the left back, Cabrera links to the left back, and De Silva links to Kante. De Silva has a shadow on him, and so I'm gonna. Nkulu, he just doesn't link. I'm gonna take De Silva just because of the shadow chem style. He would be, yes, there we go. Carlos Puyol, the Spanish centre back, 90 rated, good pace, great defending and physical, great reactions and composure, very nice to have him into the squad, and gives us a lovely little chem boost in there as well. And then in at right back, come on, give me Zanetti. Let me get Lo Celso on full chem. No, but we can get Kyle Walker or João Cancelo. I'm going to take Kyle Walker. This is a nice draft so far. 1 centre-back and 1 full-back. Not so nice. Ooh, and Van der Sar for goal as well. This is a really nice draft so far. We're only 82 chemistry, mostly Ronaldo just not giving us the boost that we need. We've got 2 icons. Our starting 11 in general is pretty fantastic. Let's see if we can get another good goalkeeper here. We can't. We'll just take the highest rated there because it doesn't matter. He's not going to be going into the team anyway. Next up, there's Zanetti. That's our 3rd icon. And do you know what? I'm going to play him in at centre-back, I think, just for the time being. With 3 icons in. If we could get a 4th or a 5th icon, that would be amazing. We don't. We get Sergi Roberto. Could flip the team around, put De Jong over on the right centre mid, or just play Roberto at left back off chem. Alternatively, we could take Alaba and just play him off chem as well on 7 chem, because it wouldn't change the chem for De Jong. I would lose 3 chem points with Alaba, or we could take João Cancelo even and just have Cancelo in at centre-back or Walker in at centre-back because he's tall enough, and Zanetti out on that left-back role. I think that's what I'm going to do. Cancelo's 6 foot as well. He wouldn't be too bad at centre-back. So we'll take Cancelo. We lose 6 chem initially. We gain that 6 chem back. And then we have to decide 6 foot, high. He has good chem style for a defensive boost. He has a great chem style. I'm going to keep Cancelo in at centre-back. And that is, again, not a bad little outfit right there. If we have Lo Celso over this side as well, and then swap the 2 attackers, not like that, EA, not like that, like that. That puts us up to 87 chemistry, which isn't bad. We should be able to fill out the rest of that, the top of that squad there nicely. Serge Gnabry's quite nice to get. Eric Lamela would be, I mean, he would give good chemistry just by starting him over Ronaldo. Could take a Rabiot there. Maybe put Rabiot in at chem, would give Griezmann full chem, would give Ronaldo two chem points, and then play De Bruyne instead of Lo Celso, which wouldn't be too bad either. That gives us a little +2. And I think we lose 1 here, but that's a much better squad altogether. I'm not overly keen on having Rabiot in at cam. His passing is good enough for it. It's just his shooting that's not really. So I think in game I'd probably, do you know what? I'd prefer to start like that. Rabiot on full chem. Griezmann not quite on full chem now. Oh, what if we... Yeah, I need another striker. Another striker, we could play Griezmann at cam, I think. Coming in next, we get Christian Eriksen, Rodri, Pjanic. If I take Pjanic, that will get everybody full chem on the midfield, except for Kante. I would have to take De Bruyne out, but again, I'd be in a position where I don't actually have an attacking midfielder. If I take Rodri, I'm not really interested in Rodri. Could take Eriksen and just go Premier League around there. Put Eriksen next to De Bruyne and maybe get rid of Griezmann instead of getting rid of Ronaldo. I think I'll do that. Let's take Christian Eriksen there. Let's pop him in. And now we're working on... There we go. That's much better. Now we're working on just getting rid of that Griezmann card. We could start Lo Celso up front. It wouldn't give us any more chemistry, actually, so it's kind of pointless. I really like that team now. And we still got a whole bunch of picks to go. And Leroy Sané will come on in and will be a good super sub for us. Next up, oh, there's our silvers. None of those are really relevant at all. And 5 more reserve picks. Come on, hook me up with someone big. Nothing doing there. 1 more icon. Let's get 4. Gnabry. I feel like Gnabry's the one to take. He'd be a really good addition to the bench. So having Sané, De Jong, and Gnabry on the bench is pretty big. With 3 more picks to go. Ooh, Alex Telles. We can't start him. The fact that we can't start him, it makes it kind of pointless to even take him. But we will take him because I might sub him in instead of Rabiot. Although I'd rather De Jong. Or would I? I don't know. They got, like, Tellers has got really good stats for a CDM / centre midfielder. 91 stamina, high work rates, 5'11". His skill moves and weak foot aren't the best, but his passing, ball control, and just all well-roundedness is really good and would be a good replacement in there instead of Rabiot. And I think ahead of De Jong. De Jong's shooting not too good. His passing is brilliant. His dribbling is brilliant. I like him too. He's got a good card. 2 more picks to go. Sané and Gnabry, of course, will be our good offensive picks. Although... Dries Mertens here, we're going to pop him up top there next to Ronaldo, and that is going to put us onto 99 chemistry. Now, if we put De Bruyne in at central cam, we still lose some chem points. Griezmann now as a sub is pretty big. Pretty big indeed. We're up to a 187 with 1 pick to go. What are we going to get for this final pick? It's going to be no one at all. Stepanenko, he can come on instead of Olsen. So we've got a brilliant bench. This is a great first draft for Draft to Glory. Maybe I'm not good enough to win the games, which would suck, would be super sad. But this team in general is fantastic. De Bruyne, Kante, Eriksen, Mertens and Ronaldo, amazing. The backline, amazing. Rabiot's not terrible either. He's a well-rounded card. Good passing, good dribbling, good defending and physical. I feel like I'll probably be bringing on De Jong in that midfield role instead of Rabiot. And then Griezmann for Eriksen. And probably Gnabry or Sané. What does Gnabry have for skill moves? 4-star. Great dribbling. Terrible passing. But yeah, Gnabry or Sané. That Sané card's nice for Mertens later on in the game. That, guys, is the squad. Let's get into the action. All right, guys, as we get into the gameplay, the first opponent we come up against has got 4 icons and an absolutely brilliant 3-4-3 team. Mane, Salah, Pogba, Socrates and Walker, Felipe Anderson in there too. A really strong squad, but as always with draft, it's important to tell yourself and to remember that a good draft does not mean a good player. It literally is irrelevant. It is just random luck, as to, well, a little less than random luck, but it is relatively random how good your players are. We score a really, really nice first goal there with Cristiano Ronaldo, and it wasn't too long before we get the second goal. Rabiot coming on here. We try and cut it back to Ronaldo, but Dries Mertens intercepts the through pass there, or the cutback there, and makes it 2-0. And it wasn't too long before it was 3-0. Great little play up there. The ball comes into Ronaldo. He shoots, he scores, and at 3-0, my opponent had decided that enough was enough and he didn't want any more. So a nice, comfortable first round victory. Of course, with Draft to Glory, the sole purpose of Draft to Glory is to show and prove that through nothing but playing draft, you can make profit, and lots of it. Year on year, we've made millions of coins of profit. Last year, probably close to 10 million coins because of that prime hullet that we pulled. And then our second opponent, another beast squad, 3 big icons and Neymar in there as well. And this guy was also a really decent opponent too. He's a good player. He'd already kind of got down a lot of the game mechanics that were nice and overpowered. Probably a FIFA veteran of past years. So it was always going to be difficult. And I got a little bit lucky with a couple of goals. But this is Ronaldo here doing some nice work on the edge of the box. Gets the running fake shot on the inside. Lovely little roulette. Steps into the space. And you see how he's using Marcelo to kind of like track the middle. Because of the way AI defending is this year. And I'm still trying to adjust to it myself in some regards. But because of the way AI defending is this year, if they're not manually pressing you when you've got the ball like in the box, if they're running off to try and mark the space, the AI defenders will not tackle you. They will just stand still and watch you. They might put blocks in when you take a shot, but generally speaking, they won't actually try and tackle you. And you can see my second goal there was really, really lucky, and my third goal just as so. It was a nice finish from Ronaldo in the end, but he tackled me a couple of times when I scored the second goal. He tackled me once when I scored the third goal. And that's where, when I was talking about on Twitter about how I think manual defending, or should I say manual tackling, isn't as good as it should be. I think people just don't get rewarded well enough for manually tackling. However, defending in general, I like the manual aspects. I think it's, as you can already see, and as you can probably feel and experience from your own games, it's creating a world where there are so many more goals being scored, which I am a big fan of. The more goals, the better the action. I'm a big fan of that. It reminds me a lot of FIFA 15, which for me was the last FIFA that had the greatest gameplay. Excuse me. And in FIFA 15, it was just goal fests. Your top scorers in FIFA 15 would have a 2, maybe even 3 goal per game average. I remember having like Gareth Bale on 200 games and like 550 goals, and Cristiano Ronaldo on like 400 games and 1,000 goals, because it was just so easy to score, and that was fun. So if you can master and get good at defending, you will just dominate opponents. And into the semi-final, guys, we come up against another really, really good team. Pogba, Eriksen, Pirlo, Pele, Kane up top as well. This guy, not such a great opponent in terms of just full ability. It was quite easy to pick apart around him. The problem I had was that I'm also not the greatest at defending yet. As I say, I'm still trying to figure out the whole defending mechanics. And as you see there with the steal from Rabiot, that wasn't even a tackle. What that is just left trigger, right trigger. And there's where, like, defending again, I don't particularly like. His David Luiz should have probably had the ball on Ronaldo initially. He then recovers, makes the tackle, and still loses the possession. And then Ronaldo scores to make it 2-0. We then send Dries Mertens through past Matip. Matip's never catching up with Dries Mertens. He tries moving his keeper. We slam that near post to go 3-0 up. My opponent did start coming back into the game in this one, though. It wasn't all plain sailing for me. After 60 minutes at 3-0, I'm thinking to myself, like, this is going to be a nice, easy win. But he puts a really nice little set of 1-2s through the middle of the field there, all the way to Harry Kane, who shoots and scores to make it 3-1. And then in the 90th minute, he made it 3-2. Harry Kane plays it out wide to Sergio Aguero, back into Kane, who shoots on the volley to score to make it 3-2. But sadly for my opponent, and happily for me, it was too little too late, and we go through and win the game 3-2. So in our first episode, guys, we make it to the final, which I'll be honest was a relief. There's always so much pressure to perform in the early stages of Draft to Glory to make sure that we can make those coins. Into the final, we come up against a monster squad. Griezmann, Messi, Pele, Hazard, Pogba, Allen, Varane, Van der Sar, Mendy, and then Laporte and Sergio Roberto are his two weak players. But Laporte is actually a good card this year. And Sergio Roberto is not bad either. Probably the strongest draft we've seen, the strongest draft we've faced. And I could tell just after 4, 5, 6 in-game minutes that this guy was also a good player, like a really good player. So after going 1-0 down, I'll be honest, I sat and thought, oh, well, at least we made it to the final. You know, at least we got here. It was nice while it lasted. But I was always, you know, trying my best, plying my trade. We got through Cristiano Ronaldo here. We waited for him to kind of try and commit a little bit. He does get the tackle in, but misplaces a pass out of the back line. I love a little elastico there. And Ronaldo fires home into that near post to make it 1-1 after 10 minutes. And from that point onwards, I had gained control of the game. I had eventually gone 2-0 up, just 23, 24 minutes in. We go Dries Mertens through again, hit him with a stop and turn. And because of this new manual defending again, it's just easy to get away. Mertens with the shot, Mertens with the goal. And Mertens has been really good for us, actually. Ronaldo definitely the star man on the field, but Mertens has been a nice card for us there. 57 minutes on the clock, guys. I bite. It's just stupid, isn't it? I made it easy for him. I literally gifted him the goal to go 2-2. And again, I knew I was in with a game here. You know, this guy was a strong opponent. So it was nice in the 78th, 79th minute when we broke through ourselves. Dries Mertens with some nice little ball control there. Sets Kevin De Bruyne through. He kind of gets too aggressive and then backs off, hoping that I was going to cut it back. Near post shots are really strong, really overpowered right now, guys. So I urge you guys to use the near post shots as much as possible. And then in the 90th minute, I conceded the goal. I conceded because I'm bad at defending, but here I pick up the ball with Kante and my own defender just gets in the way of Kante. I don't know what to do. I panic. I turn back into my box. He steals the ball and he taps it in for an equaliser in the 91st, 92nd minute there, guys. So we go into extra time and I still maintain the lead here. Lovely shot from Ronaldo. Good save. And there's Mertens with the rebounds to make it 4-3. Rebounds, another thing. They're a bit strong right now. The old rebounded goals. And then in the 107th minute, pretty much straight from kickoff in the second half, Pele with the shot there and a lovely goal, which takes us to penalties, guys. And in penalties, it was a nice back and forth. And here is the final penalty. My opponent steps up with Lionel Messi. He had gone down the middle more often than he hadn't. So I just stayed down the middle and I saved it. And that leaves us with a nice draft win in episode 1. So very, very happy to have managed to come through that because that guy was very, very good. That, though, guys, is going to be the end of the gameplay. Let's get into the packs. All right, guys. So there we have it. We won the draft. The opponent in the second round was very good. He was really unlucky with how he conceded a couple of goals. And the opponent in the final, should I say, he was also very good and mildly toxic. So I'm really glad I won that one. I was getting nervous late on. I think he took the lead for 1-0 and gave the full celebration and replay. And you know, you give people the benefit of the doubt. But it carried on back and forth from there. When I scored, I did it. When he scored, he did it. And so, yeah, it was one of those games where I think both players were just desperate to pick up the win, to not be the guy that lost to the toxic guy. Because I was doing the same. So, you know, I'm to hold my hands up. When he full celebration and replayed, I full celebration and replayed. And when you get engaged in a game like that, coming out as the winner, there's not many better feelings on FIFA than that, whether it's the first round or not. The team was brilliant, absolutely brilliant. This man right here, obviously, as expected, is just utterly insane. I can't explain it. He's just broken good again. Messi very good this year in FIFA as well, but Ronaldo broken good, and it feels great in episode 1 of Draft to Glory to have won the draft. Honestly, it feels very, very nice. You can see there, my possession not great. My pass accuracy is quite nice. I concede a lot. I really, really need to adjust to the new defending. I'm conceding too many goals, but I'm scoring plenty of goals with it. And so as long as I can carry on outscoring my opponents, no problems at all. We get a 3-0 win, a 4-3 win, a 3-2 win, and a 5-4 win on penalties. And we get the worst reward, as per usual, the 2 premium gold packs, the gold packs, or the 2 premium gold player packs, should I say, and the 2 gold packs. So no board out of that one, which sucks. Let's hope those 225k packs can be good for us. Now, of course, the primary goal right here is nothing other than making our money. You know, it's about making the 15,000 coins back. And as long as we at least even get some decent players, you know, a couple of 81s and 82s out of the 25k packs, we should be okay. So we get nothing out of that again. Maybe a coin unlock or a squad fitness card, a good position modifier. No, it's a contract. So let's check this guy. He's not selling. Proper probably isn't selling. And Augustinson also probably isn't selling. So they're like 500 coins a piece. The contracts will go for a little bit, not a lot, but yeah, a little bit. And then the kits just don't sell for anything either. So here we go, the end of the video for today. 2 premium gold players packs. Can we get rewarded? Of course, we know it's going to be a rare. I can't tell still. Oh, that's a board, isn't it? Yeah, board. There we go. Oh, Swiss. At least be the Dortmund goalkeeper. Yes, Berkey. See, he's expensive. Or at least he's semi-expensive. An 85 rated goalkeeper. That's us making profit today. No matter what, we're going to make profit. So Berkey coming out instead of whoever the other guy is. So he's up at like 8k right now. Why I think he's going to go even more expensive, and I'm really happy with that because that will mean we're guaranteed profit, is because when Lewandowski Player of the Month comes out in 4 days' time, you can only assume that Bundesliga 83s and higher are going to raise in price, and just generally speaking, cards are going to raise in price. Zahavi in there as well. Not worth much, but not a bad card. The right back, Pepe Reina in there as an 82. He's worth 1,000 coins. So even just out of this pack alone, Choupo-Moting there, yeah, like 9k for Berkey, 1,000 coins for Pepe Reina. That's 10k. With the rest of these and the 2 5k packs, we are in profit early stages on Draft to Glory, which is brilliant. And of course, we get another rare. Is it going to be another? I don't think it was that time. No, it wasn't. So just a regular gold. But can we get a good one? No, we can't. We get Mandy. Unless Jean Felix is in here as well, that's going to be a pretty bad pack. Halstenberg, no good. Yeah, no good. I'll hold on to him for SBCs. There's nothing else in here worth anything at all. Bamba, Mandy, and Halstenberg, my players. But profit from episode 1. Can't fault that. Loved the draft. Happy to be back. Happy to have won. Hopefully the next episode will be just as good. This is going to be the end of the video for today. If you did enjoy it, be sure to leave a like, rating, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. But for now, guys, I'm out. Peace.